Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors in Winston, Chester. So glad you're with us on this Monday morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend and stayed dry and warm. And hopefully this week the weather get a little bit better. Our weather brought to us by Drew Pollard's company, Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, up here in Southport. As you can see, we're in Studio B, which tells you that we have a guest with us this morning. And we love Studio B. It's a little different and all, but it's been a challenge, and we've jumped on it, and we really enjoy doing the show out here. Only bad thing is just don't have a heater or air conditioner. But let's get started with weather. High today is going to be actually 56, low 46. Not much difference right there. It's going to be cool and sort of still damp. Our Monday moon phase, we're looking at, we had a beautiful full moon last week, and of course now the moon is sort of waning on out. In about 10 more days, we'll get back to really start going up. But anyway, what's so really good about it is these winter moons are such clear. And I heard so many good stories about, we say the deer walk at night and don't walk during the day, but there were some nice bucks taken last week during the day. So that might be an old wives' tale about that. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Funeral Home and Cemetery out here on 23rd Street. Good folks there. We're looking at a high tide at 12:18 a.m. and a low tide at 7:35. So it's really pretty good tides this week. Now, we're going to take a break. Like I said, the big thing on water temperature is around 62 degrees. It's going to stay cool the rest of this month, going into next month. And then in March, it's going to start going up a little bit. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back with our special guest. Welcome back, and look who's with us this morning, Brock Meyer.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me on today.
Always good to have Brock on. We have kindred souls as far as loving the outdoors and all. And technically, we haven't seen each other since last year.
Right.
But you got a chance when the Christmas break came. You had a chance to sort of get back around to home, folks.
Yep. I got to go to North Alabama, see my family and stuff, do some deer hunting. I didn't get a deer, but I seen some. Got to do a bunch of crappie fishing, caught a bunch of crappie, gave them to my granddad, so he really liked that. But yeah, just had fun, seen the family and everything like that up there.
That's cool. And I sort of stayed in touch with me through social media, texting and all. He sent me some pictures. You got to look for some Indian artifacts.
Yeah.
I got excited.
Yeah, I found a bunch of arrowheads up there. I grew up on the Tennessee River. They say there's over 200,000 Native Americans that lived in North Alabama, 3,000 or 4,000 years ago. So you still find all their stuff they left behind out there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You ever pick one up and say, if this one could tell a story?
Yeah, all the time, yeah.
Whoever made it and whatever they did with it and all that.
They probably eat you.
Yeah, I know. And then you got to go up into Tennessee also?
Yes, sir. I got to go to Cookeville, Tennessee. It's about an hour east of Nashville, but my buddy invited me to come up there. They got a big bluff shelter I'm going to go dig around in up there, but we found all types of stuff. Yep.
Good
all
deal.
Types of it.
And I guess then around your home folks and all, I guess Santa Claus was good to you?
Santa Claus was good. I didn't get coal and switches this year, so I was just happy to get to see my family and everything like that, and got to go see my grandparents. It's hard living down here away from everybody.
I know it is. I understand what you're talking about.
They're about 80 years old or so, so they need all the help they can get up there a lot of the times.
I know they enjoy seeing you.
Yeah,
Did you get to share any fishing stories with them?
Oh yeah, I shared the fish with them for sure. That's what they want is the meat. They don't care about the stories. They just want the fillets. Yeah. So
those are good. Those crappie are good.
Oh yeah, I always bring them up. I caught a 20-pound grouper. I kept half of it, froze it for them, and of course they love. That was their Christmas present, getting about $150 worth of fillets. But yeah, so I caught a bunch of crappie, filleted those, and gave them to them and everything. So that was really nice.
And they fried them up?
Oh yeah.
What about what you got? I know they got a secret recipe for hush puppies. I bet hush puppies were good.
Man, I couldn't even tell you honestly. I couldn't even tell you. I know they're good. I'll tell you that much.
Those old timers can cook some hush puppies.
They can.
Well, you can't get a recipe because they're gonna say a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Oh yeah, it's in the St. Florine, North Alabama cookbooks. What it's in, I'm sure.
Okay.
I have it at the house.
That's cool.
It tells you everything you want to know about Southern cooking.
Okay, what about when you got back down here now, you jumped right back into fishing?
Yeah, just doing fishing charters, taking people fishing off the beach, taking people fishing off kayaks, but it's been cold weather. The redfish moved out to the jetties and they're more off the beach now, so finger mullet on the Carolina rig will usually get you a redfish or a little shark or something. That's usually what I do. This time of year I'll move, like when I'm surf fishing, I'll use more of a Carolina rig, which is a egg weight, a swivel, about 20 inches a leader, and a 2 or 3/0 circle hook, and put shrimp or sand fleas right on it instead of using the pompano rig. I don't know why, but I'd have better success this time of year fishing right on the bottom.
Yeah. One thing, the fish aren't moving as fast. They're sort of taking the time a little bit.
Right, they're staying on the bottom, just kind of searching
they
around.
Sort of find it, yeah. That Carolina rig is probably the most popular rig of all.
Tried and true, man.
It really has been so successful and all.
Yep.
Also, you were telling me earlier you had a little bout with COVID.
Yep.
And so you got over that.
You got over that, so I just felt like I had the flu, just, laid there just real weak, but 2 or 3 days I was fine. The doctor told me after 5 days, if you test negative, you can go back to work or whatever, so wasn't no big deal.
So you went back to fishing?
Yeah, I went back to fishing day 4. I took the kayak out about 1.5 miles, caught a bunch of red snapper, some little groupers, and triggerfish.
That's a good thing about winter fishing. You're going to have some really rough weather, but some of these days are just mild days.
Oh, yeah.
And you get a kayak and it's
calm. It's glass flat out there when I went. I mean, I could have went 5 miles offshore, but there's spots, within a 1/2 mile to 1 mile off the beach that you can take a sit-on-top kayak out to and, go have an awesome day, just as if you were taking a charter out with the captain, which is a great idea. I highly recommend doing that, but it's awesome being your own captain sometimes, and you can do what you want to do. Well, that's what I like about it.
Exactly. You have the freedom to make your decision.
If I want to go for blackfin tuna and I want to chunk up some bait and chum for them, then I can. If I want to go bottom fishing for grouper, then I can. It's not like someone else is sitting there telling me what I got to do. So I really like doing that.
Yeah.
Yep, and I always catch some fish out there too. So
that's cool. Well, we got all kind of pictures we're going to share with you. And the thing about it is the versatility of fish you can catch in the wintertime. Mm-hmm. And to me, my winter fishing, the biggest advantage of winter fishing, those little catfish aren't around as much as they used to in the summertime.
Gosh.
They're all over the place summertime. They really are.
My buddy ate them though.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He must have been hungry.
Well, he says there's no such thing as trash fish, just trash cooks. And so he got about 5 of them hardhead catfish, filleted them and skinned them, put them in buttermilk and cornmeal, and fried them up. He said they were just like freshwater catfish. I was like, I'll let you keep all those you want.
Yeah.
I'll eat the redfish and the pompano.
I understand that. I understand that about the fish, and I laugh about people say they would eat bonita.
Bonita, yeah, I've ate it before.
Way. Yeah, but you got to smoke it.
I like it raw.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, you just, as soon as you catch one, bleed it and immediately ice it and gut it, shove ice up in its gut cavity and make sure that thing's covered in ice, and I swear it tastes just like blackfin tuna. I mean, if you do it right, it's
all right, Jeff,
the
next
same thing.
bonita I catch, I'm going to bring it to you, you cook it like that, okay?
Yep.
Let us know. We're going to take a quick
We'll
break.
make a poke bowl out of it.
We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Brock Meyer, the bonita eating captain, and
I wouldn't say that.
that's
Grouper eating.
But he's got a good point. I mean, really, people fix all kind of things and all do different ways and everything.
Definitely, yeah.
And different areas of the country, they had to do it different ways.
Right, yeah. Out in North Carolina, they're so sought after. You know, people like, oh, false albacore, and they go out and just target those alone. You know.
That's what I'm talking about. Different areas in the Carolina coastline.
Yep.
Big deal. That's interesting. Now we got some pictures, and we're going to try to get those hooked up out here in Studio B, and so we're going to talk about this first picture here. Now, tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is just a redfish we caught off the beach. This is my buddy Brandon. He's the guy I went up to Tennessee digging arrowheads with. So he got to come down here.
Awesome.
And I took him and his buddy here fishing off the beach. So they're both named Brandon. This is Brandon Walker right here, but this is Brandon Ayers.
Okay.
But we caught a bunch of bluefish and redfish just on the Carolina rig and frozen finger mullet out there.
What's so cool about that? You can sort of swap off adventures.
Yeah, that's why we did it. It's so much fun. I mean,
go up there and do all this stuff with them,
right.
and they hadn't done much of that.
Right.
Come down here and do this stuff with you.
Yeah, exactly. It's an awesome trade, and you know, it's getting everybody in the outdoors. And I'd highly recommend for anybody to, you know, if you see something you want to do and someone else might want to do what you do, you could trade a trip with them, and you might get to go do something for free or for cheaper than if you paid somebody to take you, you know. And it's awesome making new friends and stuff, just getting into the outdoors like that.
Like the old barter system.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
All right, what's our next picture here? That's some good ones.
Yeah,
right there.
so this is a permit we caught off the beach. One of my surf fishing charter clients caught it. Honestly, these will eat crabs or anything like that, and they're not the best eating, but they wanted to keep it, so we kept it. I filleted it. It had really nice looking fillets on it. But
and it's just like a big pompano.
So,
really.
Yeah, super hard fighting fish. I mean, I thought it was a big bull red whenever he hit.
The way he went around.
Yeah, he was almost pulled my 12-foot rod in the water. It was awesome.
So you had a piece of crab on there?
Yeah, sand flea.
Sand flea.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, out at Phillips Inlet, it's near the mouth of Lake Powell down there. That's one of the best spots to go fishing off the beach.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's where I usually go.
But I used to go there before there was nothing but sand dunes.
Oh yeah, I bet it was awesome.
Started putting condos up. Then what happened? People started crowding us out, so we started to go early or late. So we still go there. The crowd's not too bad.
Well, if you go to where the lake runs into the ocean, that's the best because it's a 200 or 300 yard walk from each direction, and it kind of keeps the lazier people from walking, from walking all the way down there and setting up camp in front of you or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you wanted to see people fishing down there. I learned a whole lot of stuff off YouTube. I moved down here from North Alabama about 5 or 6 years ago. I didn't know anything when I first moved here, right? So I started watching YouTube videos. My buddy Sean, he does it's called The Lawless Tide. If you wanted to learn more about that, you could go on YouTube and look that up.
All right.
Yep. Taught me a whole lot.
Good deal. Yep. All right, what else you got?
All right. So here's the bonitas we caught off the Destin jetties, just using a little glass minnow jig. We caught 11 that day. That's my buddy Sean right in the middle there. You can see his GoPro on his chest. He does all the videoing and stuff. But talk about fun. I didn't eat any of these, but I got them for bonita strips in the freezer. I'm going to troll some bonita strips this summer, see if I can't get some mahi or blackfins or something like that on them.
Very good, baby.
South Florida, they love trolling a bonita strip on a planer.
Yep.
With one of those sea witches, what they call it, just a duster.
Yep.
This was yesterday off the jetties, the St. Andrews jetties. Redfish and sheepshead are out there right now. There's a few pompano around out there if you wanted to use sand fleas or something. But these are really easy to catch. Just go to Half Hitch, get you some live shrimp, and you just don't even use a weight. Just throw it out there and let the shrimp swim around on its own, and you'll get sheepshead and big redfish like that. So a lot of fun.
And what Brock was talking about, we use that term free lining.
Free lining.
It comes from just a natural, make it as natural as possible. especially the live bait. And
Right.
we do that with all kinds
Crabs,
of
shrimp, bull minnows,
alewives,
everything.
And anything that makes it look natural, and it's hard for them to resist.
When the water's really clear, I'd like yesterday out at St. Andrews is an incoming tide, and we're using a line-to-line knot because the swivel, a lot of the times, you would think this is like overkill, you know, thinking-wise, but a lot of the times that swivel will scare away a lot of sheep's head and redfish, you know, in that clear water, they can see it. So look up how to tie a line-to-line knot. I'd highly suggest how to do that.
Okay, good point, and it will spook them.
Right, yeah.
We're going to take our final break. We've got some more pictures. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Brock Meyer, enjoying all the things he's getting to do. And, it's encouraging having him on because so many of you viewers, and y'all move in like 4 or 5 years ago, or some of them just recently moved in, some longer. And Brock's a classic case of moving down here, learning what's going on, has this passion for the outdoors, this passion for fishing, and that's why we just love having him on the show. Before we get back to Brock, let's look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. Our time is this morning 3:48 to 5:48, wrapping that up now. But how about this afternoon, 4:11 to 6:11? That's our time for today. And we're talking about, before we get back to it, two things I want to cover. You got a YouTube channel.
Yep.
You do. So
Yeah.
Brock has his own little YouTube. What's the name of it?
It's called Pompano Brock. I don't have a
Brock.
Yep, I don't have a GoPro or anything right now, but I'm working towards that. But I'm just using an iPhone to record. So I'm doing like educational stuff, you know. So if you wanted to see how I'm catching fish or do anything like that, then just give me a follow on there and subscribe to me, and you might see something and learn something. Who knows?
You'll enjoy it.
Yep.
And the second thing, got a little scratch on your nose. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Tell us that story real quick.
Yeah,
because
so
it happens to all of us.
Out of Destin Jetties about a week ago, we're bonita fishing. I just showed the picture. So I had the drag tightened down, you know, on the spinning reel where your line comes out. So if you have it loose, they'll just break you off every time because they're going to dive down into the rocks. You're going to lose like $5 in lures every single time. But one of them straightened out my hook. My rod came back, hit me right in the nose, and immediately blood just started pouring down my face, you know. So that was great.
See, if you'd had a camera on, that'd have been
Right.
a good. That could have been in put
Yeah.
that in America's Funniest Videos,
Exactly.
with the bloopers and all. But
There ain't no telling how many times I'd made it #1 on that show.
okay, let's see. We got a few minutes left. Let's look at some more of these pictures you have here.
Yeah, so this is about the average size crappie we caught up in North Alabama when we were there. They're great eating. We just use little Bobby Garland jigs for them on like an 1/8 ounce jig head. You can go to Deer Point and get them. Deer Point Dam on the north side. You can go up there to that lake, and if you like crappie fishing, that's an awesome spot.
So do y'all try to locate them?
Yeah, well, I have several spots that my granddads have always fished at. Lots of down cedar trees, cedar stumps, bridges.
Okay.
This is the spot I caught this one at. It's called Cypress Creek. It runs into the Tennessee River. So a lot of the times in freshwater places, those crappie will push up into that creek this time of year instead of being on the actual main river.
And how deep are they?
They were near the bottom, right off the bottom, in about 15 feet of water. That's where I was catching them off the bank, you know, not in a boat or nothing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just go off the bank.
Yeah, that's cool now. All right.
So this is from the other day. We went out. It's called a spot called the Gray Ghost, but it's about 15 miles offshore. Just a big steel ship, you know, lots of AJs, lots of mangrove snapper, red snappers, of course, gag grouper and red grouper. But yeah, these two mangroves in my hand, they're over 20 inches, and then the scamps around 20 inches as well. So I had an awesome dinner that day.
Yeah, I was going to say you had some fine eating
Yeah,
right there.
oh yeah, for sure. People. So I got a new job. I work up at Bay Baits. It's on the south side of 331 Bridge. If any of y'all ever want to come in and say hey to me up there, you're more than welcome to, and I'll let you know what's biting and where at, you know, or try to. I don't always know, but I got a good guess.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
And Well, okay, we got some time coming up. This is January, sort of wrapping up now, and getting into February, March.
Yep.
And we always get excited on March because the water temperature starts going up just a little bit, and we start getting ready for Spanish, which is always local. So that's always our first sign of things going on. So
yeah, I can't wait for that. You know, as Winston said earlier, the water's 62 right now, but when that water reaches around 70 degrees in the springtime, those pompano are going to be schooling up off the jetties, off the pier, anywhere on the beach you can go and catch them, basically.
what are you going to try to target in the month of February?
February,
what are you going to try to do?
sheep's head off the jetties. They spawn and they school up right around the end of the jetties. That's there, right. So you can catch 20 in 2 hours, basically, you know. I'm ready for cobia season. I've only caught one 30-inch cobia, so I'm going to try to get one off my kayak this season.
That'll be fun now for kayak.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Hey, if it's a big one, he's going to pull you around a little bit.
Oh, definitely. I got a gaff for him, so let's stick him in the head when he gets close enough.
Well, we got it's so good having you back on, and like I say, glad for your job and all, and just keep it posted.
Blessed.
And
very blessed.
if you're over on the west end of our viewing area, I know we have so many viewers over there in Santa Rosa and South Walton, up in the Funiac Springs over there in Walton County. So y'all run by and see Brock, and we'll stay in touch with you and keep sharing the pictures with us.
Yes, sir. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I enjoy helping everybody out. You know, just like I was helped when I moved down here. It's hard to learn on your own, so you know, don't be scared to ask someone that's fishing what they're using or whatever. It can go a long way.
And you have a little guide service, so you can take people.
Yep. It's called Panama City Beach Surf Fishing Tours on Facebook. If you wanted to follow it, you're more than welcome to. It's slow right now this time of year. Charter-wise, I don't have a whole lot of them, so if any of y'all want to go with me, just shoot me an instant message on Facebook, and I'll get back with you.
Sounds great. Brock, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
you
coming on.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Winston.
All right, man. Folks, y'all have a great day today. Do something good for your fellow man. Enjoy our beautiful outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.